about you every single day and night. I run to you when I'm trying to get my head right. It's like shit, this ain't the same when you out of sight. Yeah, hip hop, I think I need you in my life. I think about you every single day and night. I run to you when I'm trying to get my head right. It's like shit, this ain't the same when you out of sight. Yeah, hip hop, I think.
Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast, where we talk about today's current events through the millennial lens, i.e., the lens of the millennial. And if you don't understand what that means, then I'll generally know. I'm your co-host, S. Dot, also known as Shadowy Wins, here with your host, Greg J.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast. It's good to be back.
It feels great to be back. I feel like we've caught a stride.
Yeah, definitely.
Now
Definitely.
We just got to continue to maximize.
Yeah.
Take it to the top.
Yeah, definitely.
What you got on the menu for him today, sir?
Well, today, we're going to talk about what's going on in the sports world, really, like, with all this illegal gambling ring, the NBA and the world of sports betting, the NCAA's decision on allowing players to bet. But, I mean, we're going to dive into this whole Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier situation first.
Where do you even start? Do you start with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, or do you start with the suspected informant?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to be honest. The whole Gilbert Arenas thing, I don't know enough about whether he told or didn't tell, but, I mean, I know I wouldn't do anything illegal around Gilbert Arenas. I wouldn't do anything illegal, period. Wink, wink. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm talking stuff, man. I'm being silly. That's crazy. They're showing Ohio and stuff like that. Springfield on the map. Okay, that's crazy. That's dope. I had to point that out. My bad. Yeah, Springfield's on the map. But I think this whole Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier thing is just crazy, man. Like, Chauncey Billups was coaching a game, and then he gets picked up by the FBI the next day. Like that's wild stuff. Like,
well, I think the real issue is that it's fixed. Everything was fixed. That's the problem.
Yeah,
you can't be pressing people when you're the house. This ain't Vegas. You can't be pressing people when you're doing some illegal shit.
Yeah,
and threatening to get violent, you know what I'm saying? And you rigging the game so you know they can't win. And you want to threaten them when they can't pay you?
Yeah.
Again, these are all allegations.
Correct.
We don't know whether or not these things were actually done. But from what I seen on the news, and you got to take the news with it,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, be slanted a little bit, yeah. That should be slanted. I got you. Yeah. Shout out to Will Smith, Martin.
you gotta take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
They said there was proof. There was messages, threatening text messages.
Oh.
It's one thing if somebody owe you some money, the right way.
Right.
If it was rigged anyway, and you threatening me about some money. Ohio, we got to stand our ground.
Facts. Man, I was just sitting here thinking like, man, because we weren't even around when the White Sox and the mob, fixed the World Series. That was 100-something years ago or 100 years ago. But like, I'm trying to think of another like betting scandal that involves sports. I mean, the rumblings of MJ, obviously, but that's never been confirmed. And but Pete Rose, I mean,
yeah, they still ain't did this man right.
Yeah. And they said that he wasn't even betting on his own team. And now it's crazy because like all these big sports corporations, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, they all have partnerships with betting. FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM.
That's exactly why it's not going to go anywhere.
It's a $1 billion industry. I might be selling it short. It could be a $1 trillion industry. I'm not saying that it is, but it could be. It could be. I mean, we start talking about ads, marketing, stuff like that. It could be very very big. Yeah. So, it's so crazy. It's so crazy about the the sports betting. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. It's wild to even imagine. And it's so hectic. And I'm like, as a fan of this of sports, I don't want sports to lose its integrity. You know what I mean? Like, I've always, and maybe this is my fault because I've always looked at it from like a pureness of and joyfulness and naive islands. It's like, so I'm starting to question, like, did Vegas make the call? Like, did Vegas make the call? Like,
Think about how many times where it just happened.
yeah.
Like, I mean, and it, for me, I'll always go back to this because I don't think that. I think that he actually did broach this, but when Dre Greenlaw,
Too
yeah, like that was just wild. I mean, and normally those are non-contact injuries anyway, so maybe that's a bad example.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one that you'll be relate to because we're both a fan of. Ohio State Clemson.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
And do you see they suspended that referee, right?
No.
Yes, the SEC, the guy who made that call overturned it. They suspended him for the rest of the season for basically being shady. Yeah, there's a big thing on social media today. Like, man, it's the same. Yeah.
Lucky.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, the worm done came full circle.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
That is wild. I'm telling you, I had no clue.
Yes. Ken Williamson is his name.
Am I surprised? Absolutely not.
Because here's the thing. If that same exact play happens in the end zone, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown all day. So, like, he took the steps to be the touchdown. He took the steps for it to be a fumble. But, I don't want to talk about it. I'll get triggered. But yeah, man.
We don't want that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, I always looked at sports from like a joyfulness, like a pureness, the integrity of the game. So, and I think what the NCAA is going to do, allowing players and coaches to bet November 1st, I think that's opening up Pandora's box. I wouldn't even think about touching that. I wouldn't even think about touching that. Now, on the flip side of that, I do think that we need to go back to being able to bet on college players in the state of Ohio. Just respectfully, Mike DeWine, I think we need to reverse that decision. You're killing my pockets.
Well, I mean, Lord willing, and nothing against Mike DeWine, but I think he's ran as many terms as he could. So,
Okay.
Hopefully, my guy Vivek will, Lord willing, he wins it by a landslide.
Look at you throwing the politics in. I love that.
It'll let us go back to betting on player stats individually.
Yeah.
It'll hold the general public accountable. Like,
Yeah, you can't be threatening players.
First time you make a threat,
Yeah, you're losing your account.
IP address.
Yep.
Not only are you losing your account, you probably gonna do some jail time.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
At no point, like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, I'm with that.
These are kids. They're still children.
Now they're still children, but hold on now. They're still children. I'm not saying I've never justified making threats to another human being, but these are professionals now. Anytime your NIL goes above $1 million, you're a professional. Let's call that's the slippery slope. Now, I'm not saying you should be threatening kids or players. People, don't take that and run with that. But they are no longer student athletes. These are professionals. They're professionals now.
All right, so let's say it's a thin line.
It's a very thin line.
Thin line. These are young adult professional athletes.
Correct.
their prefrontal cortex is not fully formed. They
Agreed.
don't have the ability to
Yeah.
make the best of the best decisions.
Correct. They can't see it from our eyelids.
And they don't have. I mean, and that's inside and outside of sports. That's just life in general.
I agree with that.
And now, if you can't get out there and have the perfect game that you were betting on, don't hold them like you can't hold them accountable to a point where you feel the need to threaten them. Like that don't make that shit make sense.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm with you on that. I'm with you 1,000% on that. And I know the Kevin Durant's of the world would be like, go get a job. Man, where's the Mike Jordans of the world, man, that love the game? Hey man, Mike, I bet you drop 50 and he go out and go get it. I need that. I mean, I need that, but on the same end, don't bet money you can't afford to lose. That's
you can't be sending threats to somebody because you
facts.
Especially if your prefrontal cortex has been formed.
Facts.
That just doesn't make sense.
Ain't nobody putting their rent money in the FanDuel or the DraftKings. Ain't nobody doing that.
I'm sorry, I could have made a couple today, and I ain't even like.
Yeah, I got a little something on. I'm. You see me looking at my phone. I keep seeing if it's gonna pop. I had something pop yesterday for a little piece of change, but a little college joint, you know, that crazy spreads. But yeah, man, you're absolutely right. You can't be threatening the players, and it's player safety above all. So I mean,
especially Buckeyes, man, we got to be better about that.
Lunatic
I say that for the simple fact that as fans, we, especially a certain sect of us, we expect to be national championship caliber every year. Every year, whether it's a rebuilding year or not. And don't get me wrong, like we have come to the point where we reload. Because we've got that much talent there. So it's less of rebuilding even when it is a rebuilding year. We just reload. However, we can't be. We have to protect our players. We have to protect these young men, and allowing anyone to threaten them without punishment is a problem.
I'm with that. I don't see no problem in that.
I'm not saying that we need to go out vigilante style. But what I am saying is anyone sending threats to these players because they lost a bet, they need to be held accountable. And
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like I said, you know, sports betting was largely illegal outside of Vegas, and
for like some time.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there's still some states in the Bible Belt somewhere that you can't.
Yeah.
You can't bet at all, like in Arkansas or.
What about Utah?
Nah, the Bible Belt is like I want to say it's like
Oklahoma.
I want to say it's like everything from Atlanta west to about, including Texas, but.
You sure about that?
I'm almost about. Look it up. You can Google it.
That's all right. Yeah, I will. I definitely will.
The exact states are.
I definitely will Google it.
I would, if I had to guess, I would say Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas,
Okay.
Tennessee,
Okay. Hold on.
Oklahoma, Nebraska.
Here's what Google says. Google says Bible Belt states are typically considered to be Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia. You was right about Georgia. I ain't know that. Kentucky, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. However, the region also can include neighboring states such as Louisiana, Missouri, Virginia, and West Virginia.
Okay, yeah. So you know, a lot of the South, You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like they all have their fair share of debauchery. outside of gambling and sports. But, with the mindset being to present the state as close to Christian as possible.
It's about you know what's crazy. I think it's mind boggling that most of the Bible Belt states were in the Confederate. See,
That is a great.
that's kind of like wow. But you know, that's another time for that. That's another.
No.
I just think that's
We
crazy.
can't skip that. We can't. As much as I don't want to go left, I think that is and you know that is a great topic for another day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Yeah, that is a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, that's
These are the same people who believe that
yeah.
owning slaves was. Well, I can't say same people, but
The descendants.
Yeah, a lot of the same descendants. Yeah, it's quite the conundrum.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Like, wait a minute, these
Hypocritical.
these are the Bible states. Are we sure? Are we?
What Jesus you say?
Yeah.
I don't know the best.
I only say that because I'm not sure. I was with you. I know for sure. I'm not sure if we had to be going to Houston. We were going to Mississippi, and you were like, "I thought you were a Yankee." You know what I'm talking about? I'm having a big head, little boy. So,
Absolutely.
so it's like yeah, we've been to Mississippi.
A little bit about my backstory. I used to travel. So this was over a decade ago. I was finishing up a contract, and I was about to start a contract down in Clearhead, Southeast Houston.
Okay.
I reached out to Greg and
Wade.
And asked if they, wanted to take a road trip with me down there. I would help with the flights back, and they obliged. We stopped in Mississippi at a gas station because we took a scenic route because of Ebola.
Yeah, that's right. You boo boo. Catch that, you boo boo. Ebobo, yeah.
Yeah, so we took.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we took a scenic route that took us through Mississippi, and never forget it. Never forget. We were in the gas station, and the lady was in front of me with her. She had a daughter on her.
Yeah, she had a daughter. Yeah.
Another lady walked in, and she was pregnant. And she looks at her. She said, "Oh, you're beautiful. What do you have? You have a little girl?" "No, I'm having a little big head boy." Oh man. So, sorry to get off topic, but just to give some context, it was funny. Maybe one of those things you had to be there.
Yeah, definitely. But we're trying to paint the picture.
Let's get back to these Bible Belt states. I would assume they all allow. I know Kentucky does.
I don't know about. I know Tennessee does.
I know Kentucky does. I know Tennessee does. The Carolinas. No, I can see one of the Carolinas being like, "No, like it's not happening."
Yeah,
I want to say I was placing some bets when I was down in North Carolina.
Okay. I know when we was in Nashville, I tried to log in the Fendo, and I hate that, by the way. You have to create a whole nother profile.
You can't just bet off of the one that you
from Ohio. No, you got to make a profile in Tennessee. Excuse me.
Can we find a way to get around that?
Yeah, this is why I love BetMGM. That's why I love BetMGM. When I was out in Vegas a couple months ago, I was out there. I went and created an account, and you can transfer it. It can transfer it from Nevada to Ohio. So I was like, "Oh, I'm like, that's sweet."
That's why you told me to download.
Yeah. BetMGM. Because you can use it in Ohio, you can use it in it travels to wherever BetMGM.
It's funny because remember you told me that when I called you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I need you to place these bets.
Yeah.
Just download BetMGM.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, when it transfers, and I'm like, that's FanDuel needs that, DraftKings needs that, because I don't even think DraftKings works in Vegas.
Probably doesn't. There's probably a bunch of them probably don't.
Yeah, I only think like Caesars, BetMGM.
I think that's surprised if they got a monopoly
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, people. Please do not quote me on that. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, instead of quoting us on it, just
Yeah, do your
drop it in the
research.
comments.
Yeah, yes, or drop it in the comments, definitely. Um, and then if you do know the reason why, please detail it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. But yeah, because I remember asking Corey. I was asking Corey and Wade, like, man, yeah, my fan don't work out here. And Corey was like, yeah, mine don't either. So yeah, I thought that was pretty.
Clearly, I wasn't making bets when I was working out in Vegas last year.
Yeah,
Earlier this year, should I say?
yeah. Or if you were going down and just into the lobby and placing them. That's one of the beauties of being out there.
I was on that roulette table.
Oh, it's the roulette table.
Came up about 2,800 one night, gave about 5 back, and put the rest in my pocket. So,
But even with all that being said, I mean, they said the Chauncey thing, they was playing illegal poker.
but it was rigged. Like, how you rigging these games? You got all these ways to cheat and see other people's hands and stuff, and you pressing people for the money. Like this is wild.
Now,
Violence. Like that's crazy. I know. I hope you don't say what I think you're about to say.
what?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, from a standpoint, from like as far as him coaching the NBA, like, I mean, morally it's wrong, but he ain't doing it. I mean,
yeah, I don't think he broke any rule. Well, unless it's in his contract that he can't be involved in any gambling.
Yeah.
I mean, any gambling at all.
Because he coaches and he could be persuaded to fix games. That probably where.
It's all in how you word it in that contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, who's to say that was even a thing in their contract?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Now the Terry Rozier thing, I'm pretty sure he was point shaving and fixing games. I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing. That's why he got arrested. The Chauncey Billups thing is just like the illegal poker thing. They were running a illegal poker ring and the FBI raided it. It's called Operation Royal Flush. I looked up some of the. I'm dead serious. I'm not. Listen, man. Yeah, Operation Royal Flush here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Terry Rozier was fixing games. It was point shaving, and they were like, this ain't right. Like a bunch of people bet like his under. Like way too many people bet his under, and he like checked out of the game in 10 minutes, and it was like, yeah, we're investigating you. So I'm pretty sure he was actually point shaving. Which, if that's the case, he's banned for life, and he's probably going to prison.
Damn, they're going. Well, yeah, you got to prosecute for the amount of money that's involved.
You're going to prison. But everything else, I haven't taken the time to do the research and due diligence on, but I will do it because this story ain't going away, and this is going to be a hot topic for a while. But yeah, I do not think I want to move on from the NBA and that part. I do not think I want to segue into the NCAA. I do not think that's a good idea. Just my humble opinion. It's, to me, NCAA is like one of the, I want to say it's one of the last pure things in sports because the NCAA is corrupt itself. They do a lot of stuff where I'm like, man, use common sense. Which common sense ain't so common now. But, yeah, I don't think you should allow the players to bet. I just don't think that's a good.
I don't think that's a wise move, and I don't think that it's a wise move for coaches to be able to bet either, because it could start out as something that's seen as extra income because they have what's the word I'm looking for? They have the intelligence to analyze certain teams.
Correct.
They're not going to. I mean, because they could be betting on D3. You can bet on anything, can't you? Like D2, can you bet D2, D3?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, all right. So
you could bet FCS, which is like Eastern Kentucky.
Let's say FCS.
Yeah, you can bet on only on certain sites. Like every site ain't gonna have that.
All right, so let's say that they're really locking into these FCS games just so they can hit them up top because they know that these guys aren't going to be able to hit certain numbers.
Here's another thing. These college coaches are friends with NFL coaches. So if we get to talking and say, "Hey, are you playing so and so? He's hurt." Like, come on now. Like, you guys got to read the room here. Like, some of that just I don't think that's a good idea.
And the same thing with the college students, man. With the students, you never know. Like you never know. And again, it's because they don't have that. They don't have the ability to make the best decision when given all the facts. You know, they might just be looking at 3 or 4 facts. Like, well, I'm in a tight spot right now. Financially. I know that if I do A, B, and C, I can, make some money.
Yep.
But it's not exactly the moral thing to do or the right thing.
Correct.
So, I mean, I think I said it when we were, talking about it in the car the other day. If I was a coach like Ryan Day, I would incentivize my players not to be in the.
Oh yes. If I was all of the major universities, like pretty much the universities that are in Power 4 programs, like Big 12, ACC, Big 10, SEC. Yeah, I'm incentivizing you not to do it at all. And if we catch you do it, we gotta let you go. You gotta lose your colleague. And matter of fact, put it in their NIL contracts that they can't do it.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, so
there's one way to do it.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to do more than just get a couple dollars. We're trying to win championships.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
man, we don't need any players, Again, they have those addiction commercials for a reason.
So excuse me.
We don't need any of our players, starting out thinking this is fun and money, and
definitely
they got an addiction. I mean, that's typically how it works. That's typically how you look at no addict tried whatever it was that they were addicted to with the oh, I want to become an addict.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not how it works. So, I mean, that right there is a slippery slope. Like, so together is, it could be a slippery slope financially, addiction-wise. Like, there's so much, there's way too many negative outcomes that can come from this. And you got a 50-50 shot at best for a positive outcome. So yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm interested to see.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it unfolds.
Especially like basketball. Oh my God, I think basketball is going to be terrible. Let them.
Yeah, Wild Wild West. I just don't think it's wise to do it.
So, that was a great, that was a great little hot topic, little sweet topic. Carefully segue into one of our other points that we got on here.
Yeah, go ahead. Kick it off.
We wrote, we typically kind of write out a few ideas just to give y'all, an understanding. The relationships. Women reading into lines that don't exist with men. Where are you at with that? And by that I mean somebody, let me find a good example. Here's a good example. And a man says, "Oh, you invite a man over for dinner." But yeah, that sounds good. Cool. I'll be there. Versus inviting a woman over for dinner.
Oh man, yeah.
Inviting a woman over for dinner. And you know what? I scratched that. That was important now. So let's say, what's for dinner? I want steak and pasta.
Okay.
That's fine. From a woman.
Which isn't fine.
No, it's never fine.
But if a man says it's fine, it's really fine.
It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It sounds fine.
That sounds fine.
Typically, I'm probably trying to multitask.
Correct.
And I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
That sounds fine.
Yeah, correct.
I'm not going to go into detail like, oh, well, I want, unless I really did want something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's fine.
Or if you say, okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, like why
Yeah.
are we reading into? I mean, like it's a recipe for disaster. Like we're not women. We don't operate from a feminine place most of the time. So if we say something, unless there's a change of tone or inflection, there's typically not a red flag or any lines to be read through.
Yeah.
So that was one that just kind of
Uh,
I
I,
seen that quote the other day and was like, all right, we gotta touch on this.
I think they put these like hypothetical situations that don't exist in their mind, and they wrote. And like I said, not all women. We're talking about the minority. I mean, we can't say majority because we don't know every woman. But yeah, we're talking about the minority. And
But if it is the majority, please feel free to tell us.
in the comment section,
Yeah, in the
yeah,
comment section,
please, bro. I know what you're talking
yeah.
about. But yeah, they play out. I don't want to do that. I'll do that. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean because it's just like, no, I didn't say that. You created that in your mind. I know what I said. I was there when I said it.
Man, oh my God, my mind was saying that way
Yeah.
too often. It was, what are you talking about? Like, what you heard, or what you took from it versus what I said, versus what I said. Here's the
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
because I know what I said.
I know what
I
I
meant what I
said.
said, and I was there when I said it.
Yeah.
So
I find myself having to do that way too much, and I'm just like, it's to the point I'm exhausted and I'm not doing it anymore. Like, I just refuse. Like, I just want peace.
it's like, oh, what is his name? The comedian Ryan.
Oh, I know you're
What's his
talking about
name?
black dude.
Yes.
Yeah, had a Netflix special. I can't think of his last name.
He's got a skit, man. No, it wasn't Netflix because yeah, it wasn't Netflix. It is on YouTube TV, on YouTube though.
Okay.
Definitely check it out. But he was like, men value peace. Women don't want you peaceful. They don't. They don't. Like I wish I could paraphrase what he said and do it justice, but I can't. But at some point, we're gonna have to pull that clip.
All right.
Well, I
I mean,
do we have time to pull the clip now?
if you can find it, a woman told me. A woman told me that I'm friends with, just friends with. She told me the other day that she's not a man's piece. I said, I kind of like scowled. I was like, well, if you're not a man's piece, you're a man's problem.
I don't even need you to be my peace. I just need you not to disrupt my fucking peace.
You got to be my piece.
Okay, dive into that. Dive into that.
All right. As we're men, right? So every day we wake up, we're on defense. Especially in particular if you're a black man. Let's just call it what it is. You wake up, you're playing defense, right?
Yeah.
I don't. The world's hard enough. My day's gonna be hard enough. I don't want to be in a battle uh, with my partner, with my person that's supposed to be my person. I'm Pat Benatar law. Love is not a battlefield. It's love is peace. I want somebody who knows what a white flag is, not a red one.
Nobody needs a white flag.
I don't need chaos because if I don't have peace, I have chaos. I'm not an agent of chaos.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I don't. The white flag thing kind of threw me for a loop. I guess it's not because I think perception could be wrong.
Okay,
It's not.
talk to me.
Well, it's not that I need you to give up trying to make the point on whatever point that you're trying to make in this argument.
Okay.
We have to be able to come together and say, is it really like together? Like, is this really as big of a deal as we're making it right now? Or
See, when I say peace, I'm saying like we need to be able to meet in middle ground. Like we got to be able to read the room, and requires a certain level of patience that people don't have in relationships. Like that's just the fact. People don't have the patience. Like I've sat back and um monitored my past relationships, and I'm like, okay, this is what I could have did better. This is what I should have did here, should have did there. And a lot of times, this just requires patience and how to communicate. Excuse me. I think this generation struggles with love because it's hard. It's not easy, and people want everything easy. We live in the social media era. We live in the cell phone era. We live in the microwave era, where everybody just wants it at the snap of their fingers, and it don't work like that. Um, love. I think how you find true love is how you find God. If God is in Utah, you gotta meet him in Iowa. You gotta meet him halfway. You gotta do your part. Love is like going to the gym. Yeah, let me cook. Love is like going to the gym. The gym is full January 2nd. Everybody wants to go to the gym January 2nd. Nobody's at the gym May 2nd because it requires work. It requires consistency.
Kill him.
That's what love is. It's work. It's consistency. You know what I mean? You exercising a new muscle every day. One day you gotta be tough. One day you gotta be patient. One day you gotta be thoughtful, considerate. That's what love is on a day to day. Earlier, not to put it out, you had a little outburst, but you regrouped, you recovered. You expressed vocally, I didn't mean to react that way. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely am.
No, but you acknowledged it. You acknowledged it. I acknowledge I overreact. I want to move on. I don't want to stay here and argue about what I just did 20 minutes ago. I overreacted. I moved on. That's what it is. Every day. Some days it's gonna be sunny. It's gonna like Miami. Other days it's gonna like what the fuck it looks like here on a fall gloomy day. And how do you weather that? Can you weather that? Every day is not gonna be a good day. That's what love is, man. And I think people just think like, oh, it's supposed to be sunshiny. It's supposed to be. No, it's not fucking easy. You gotta work at the shit. It's just like going to the gym. You gotta work at it.
You have to be willing to work at it. You have to.
I agree with that.
Especially in long-term relationships. You have to be willing to work at it day in, day out until it becomes secondhand. And then
muscle memory.
Yeah, until it becomes muscle memory. Second nature as well.
Yeah.
Second nature, muscle memory. But you also have to be willing to adjust and adapt.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever you just learned runs its course. Because change is inevitable.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Constant. And your partner's always going to change. And you got to be flexible about that. And you got to be willing to be like, okay.
I was talking to somebody last night and, she mentioned that, her
I'm sorry.
ex-husband, they've been together since I was 19.
It's a long time. They're 37 now?
Yeah.
That's 18 years. That's a long time. That's almost 20 years.
But, at 19, you better not be the same damn person that you was at 19.
Agree.
37. But at 19, again, prefrontal cortex, you don't have the wherewithal to understand how big of a priority it is to grow with your partner.
Correct. Yeah.
I think that's huge in relationships.
Correct.
I think that's something that's missed way too much, is the fact that we're not growing. When you're not growing together, we're probably growing apart.
Correct.
Now, I don't know that for sure, but
I would say that's true. This my worldview on it, and I haven't been around the entire world, but my worldview, I would say that's true.
Yeah, you have to be willing to grow with this person like that, and it needs to be high up on the priority list if you're shooting for a lifetime with this person.
Yeah, I would say that.
So, yeah.
And like you said, I mean, as your partner grows, like you gotta grow with them, and you gotta be willing to wanna constantly, how I want to say, constantly be in that space with them. Like, hey, I'm on this journey of life with you. You know what I mean? Together. And it takes a lot of flex. You know, there's things that your partner's gonna want to do that you're not gonna want to do. And it's okay to not want to do it, but still show up, right? And there's gonna be things that you want to do. Sure, not your wife is not gonna want to do. And that's okay. As long as she shows up in that space for you. And then you guys find your common interests and your common goals, and then you tackle them together. Now, what I've seen lately from our generation is people, we gotta do this together. We gotta build this business together. I'm like, love isn't Shark Tank. It's not Shark Tank. All right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with building companies together and stuff like that, but it's not Shark Tank. All right.
Money get involved.
Like, real funny. We start talking about who deserves credit, who created this. Like, it's not Shark Tank, man. We missing the basics. Excuse me, but yeah. Like I said, it's the whole thing is hard. Like, just watching, you know, my friends from afar, I'm just like, man, like this tough. This ain't easy. It's not easy. And then you gotta be there for your partner. And then if y'all have kids, that's another challenge in itself. And you have to sometimes check yourself, and you have to realize, like, hey, I might have said this, but I didn't really mean that. I might have used this tone, but I didn't really mean that, because kids are fragile, and words are powerful, and you find yourself having to constantly reinvent yourself because you gotta love everybody differently. You know, the dynamics are different. You know, your partner, you gotta love her one way, you gotta love the kids another way.
And that can be a lot. That can be time to go ahead.
It's a lot, and you're trying to balance your day to day, and you're trying to balance the relationship you have at work or other outside entities that you might be involved in. You might run a nonprofit. You might be a football coach or a soccer coach or a baseball coach, and you got to take on the responsibility. You might be starting a podcast. You might be starting all type of stuff, and you're trying to balance everything mentally, and that can get overwhelming. It can be overstimulating, and that's why I say, like, you know, got me meditating, and it's the best thing I've ever done, to just literally take 30 minutes to myself and just be like, all right, I block out everything. And, you know, I have no shit. I'll turn my phone on for hours. Nobody can call me. Nobody can get through me, because I have to detach from the phone. Like, these phones are a great thing, but they're also our worst enemy. This right here is the thief of joy. Right here. This right here is the thief of joy. If you're watching the video clip, you'll see me holding up a cell phone. The minute you start competing and comparing, your life's going to spin out. Go outside, touch grass, go for that walk.
Man, go for a walk as many days as you can. As many days as you can. Unless you are someone who doesn't care for sunlight at all, go out there, get that sunlight, breathe in that good air. See it, you know, here in Ohio, the leaves are turning, like a summer walk can turn into a therapy session.
Definitely.
Just be at
Definitely.
peace, walking through the leaves, the trees. So yeah, man, I like what you did there. I mean, that all sprouted from, you know, reading into lines that don't exist.
Yeah.
So women, like, just take us. We mean what we say. We say what we mean. And if we don't, if and when we don't say what we mean, we typically backtrack well before you can read into those lines. Hey, I said that wrong. It came out the wrong way. This is what I meant. This is what I said, but I'm telling you, this is what I meant when I said that. I'm sorry that it came out like that.
There's also power into what somebody else isn't saying, and that goes on both sides. What a man or woman isn't saying is also saying a lot. So take that what you will, but
that was a heavy hit. A heavy hit. All right, so we had this conversation the other day. I'm going to segue.
okay.
We had this conversation the other day. We kind of touched on it. Presentism. Judging everyone in the past by present standards.
Tricky. Go ahead.
I am of the mindset that we can't really judge people in the past based on today's standards. However, when it comes to major atrocities,
Yeah.
and just plain and simple morality, you can't. I'm going to judge you. You were wrong.
Agree.
Slavery was absolutely wrong, and you can't tell me that they didn't know it when they were doing.
Agree.
Yeah, it's very plain and simple. Treat others like you want to be treated. I don't know anyone who was a slave and be treated like the slaves and the indigenous people of America. Like, you can't. There is no way. And this is all stemming from a Bill Maher clip that I had seen on YouTube. I would invite everyone to go look at that clip and, in the comments, let me know what you think.
Yeah. Listen, morality is morality. Whether it was 1940 or it's right now, like you knew you were being wrong. Like slavery was wrong, Holocaust was wrong. Like can't sit here and say, "Oh, well, it was accepted back then." No, it's still bad. It was still
who accepted it though. There were plenty of people who didn't accept it.
Yeah, it was still bad. Like, yeah, I think anytime you say, "Well, we're judging people from the past by today's standards," not when it comes to morality. I mean, morality is morality. Now, if you're talking about athleticism, that's different. We got weight training and stuff that, that's going to be, they didn't have the things that they needed to be great athletes like today's athletes. But I mean, we talking about morality, man. Nah, I fall back and I just like, nah, I don't agree with you on that.
I'm trying to find the clip. Let me find it.
Nah, go ahead.
Read something snippets to me. Here we go. Give me a second.
James Sweet. He criticized the phenomenon known as presentism, which means judging everyone in the past by the standards of the present. It's the belief that people who lived 100 or 500 or 1,000 years ago really should have known better. It's like getting mad at yourself for not knowing what you know now when you were 10. Who doesn't have moments from your past that make you cringe? Yes, because we haven't then grown into the persons we would become. And humanity writ large is just a collective version of that. Did Columbus commit atrocities? Of course. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Humans are not good people. Being woke is like a magic moral time machine where you judge everybody against what you imagine you would have done in 1066, and you always win. Presentism. Yeah, this professor is right. It's just a way to congratulate yourself about being better than George Washington because you have a gay friend and he didn't. Jamie.
Now,
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook on that
you
one.
know what? That's, and again, this is a clip. I have not. Let me be forthcoming and say I have not watched the entire set, and I can tell that what was said was chopped up in certain parts to look and sound the way that it did. And so I'm judging it based off of this clip, not, and whoever built this clip, whoever put this clip together, I'm judging it based off of that. But when I go back and watch the actual segment, we'll circle back to this conversation. Anyway, the last part, judging George Washington because you have a gay friend and he didn't. I'm sure George Washington had some gay friends and just didn't know.
Or he knew it and they just didn't advertise it and put it in the history books. Or it was in history books and they got rid of the history books.
That is a rabbit hole in itself. But I don't want to really step off the top. I think that there is a place for presentism, and there are places that it shouldn't exist. And when it comes to morality, owning slaves, it's morality. Right? I'm judging you based off it. Look, there's no way that me in my right mind could believe that you didn't know what you were doing and what's wrong. Now, you didn't know the imminent effects that it would have for hundreds of years, but you knew it was wrong. And I'm speaking from the stance of the man. So, yeah, I definitely think there's a place for presentism, and I'm not going to be someone who says that people are, because I wouldn't call myself woke. Like, am I awake and am I seeing things? Yes. Am I woke? Not by what America calls woke. I really am woke. I see the shit for what it is, and I'm willing to call it out. But I also see how most of the people that call woke are manipulating as hell.
I don't know what I would consider myself open-minded.
Yeah.
Like you said, open-minded. I see everything. I definitely see everything, and I know what happens when you come and tell the truth. No, I know what happens. Yeah. You know, I'm no fool. I'm no fool. No, history was one subject I got an A+ in. You know what I mean? I mean, true, but I also did my own part and did my own research.
Okay.
But yeah.
And when you speak the truth on that research to demographics, how is it received?
Oh, not at all. Not well at all.
Exactly.
But it's met with, that's not true. That's not true, Charlie. That never happened. Learn that. But yeah, I mean, my godmom, we should go to a vacation in the Deep South, and we would see, go to black museums and stuff like that. So, and I had to learn a lot of black history, which obviously you should know that if you're black. You should know your history. You should know knowledge. You should have knowledge yourself. So, excuse me, dang man.
And when you go down there, I feel like you get a different. When you go to these museums, they give you an in-depth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are you go to where like, like a slave plantation? You're like, man, like this shit's way worse than what they were preaching. They were teaching in the history books. But yeah, yeah, I wouldn't consider myself woke. I guess by
Not by the standards that they call.
yeah, I wouldn't consider myself woke by that standard. But my third eye is open. I am
I'm very much awake,
yeah,
seeing it for what it is.
and yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, man.
Okay, we got one more.
All right, go ahead.
One more clip. I want to play that Killer Mike clip.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like Killer Mike, he killed. He hit the nail on the head. So take this out.
Tell Rant about Dr. King. He's probably gonna put this up on the clip, but I hope he do. But I'm saying it's unthinkable.
Killer Mike reveals the truth about Martin Luther King and white founding fathers, the uncomfortable comparison.
And talking about Dr. King, I said I wonder who's thunder, my brother. You can talk about Dr. King being a lineage pervert, having orgies, things of that nature, having multiple women. But we are talking about our founding fathers as sex traffickers. Benjamin Franklin had a 13-year-old girl, black girl. Oh, they weren't loved? No, they weren't. He was sexually assaulting that girl. She was his property. George Washington owned 300 human beings. And I'm sure took advantage. I sit here right now as a product of Crawford Long's time. The man who invented anesthesia for the battlefield for the Civil War. I'm here because of a rape. And if you're going to criticize Dr. King and you don't find time to criticize the so many white men that founded our country, then that tells me that somebody's paying you to do what you're doing. And although I support your ability, we got to play the game down. There's a problem.
All right, so segueing into that from the presentism conversation, I think way too often the media and just your random people, they don't hold our founding fathers accountable. The black community loves JFK. We love JFK. We all know that he had a real problem. He had a real problem.
Okay, I want to touch on JFK thing, but I will say this kind of does tie in what Killer Mike just said. This kind of does tie into what we just first talked about earlier today with the whole gambling thing, with Chauncey Billups and them. The mafia was behind this, but they're only showing pictures of Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier. Why are we not showing pictures of the mafia guys?
That's a good question.
Like, I've noticed it. Like, it is so crazy how it ties into everything.
I didn't know the mafia had some connections with it.
Yeah, this is the mafia. This is the mafia. John Gotti and them. This is not to be like that. Yeah. We're showing pictures of Chauncey. Chauncey Billups not the head of the mafia. He can't be in the mafia. Why are we showing Chauncey Billups not the mafia members that were allegedly behind it? The Gambino family. Don't come after me. But yeah. Why are we not showing them?
That's a good question.
We're showing Chauncey Billups, we're showing Terry Rozier, but we're not showing the Gambino family.
But that's the American way. That's the epitome of the.
I'm gonna tie it into this. UCLA fired their head coach, Deshaun Foster, who's a black man. I think Tim Skipper is the interim coach. He's black. Jerry Neuheisel Jr. is the offensive coordinator for UCLA. When they upset Penn State, they posted a picture of the offensive coordinator Jerry Neuheisel and not Tim Skipper. They won a couple games and they kept showing Jerry Neuheisel Jr. He's the offensive coordinator. They lost yesterday and they posted the picture of Tim Skipper, the interim head coach. It's
wild, bro.
It's so wild. And you got people who are like, I'm normally not like this. Like, people are like, oh man, this is kind of hard to. Like, we see what y'all doing.
Yeah.
We see what y'all doing.
But most people, that's just it. Most people aren't awake enough to see.
No, they see it. They just don't care.
Yeah. But
All people see it. They don't care.
What I'm saying is They don't care, but a lot of them don't care because they don't have the mind to put it all together, like you just did. Like we win 2-3 games in a row,
Yeah.
and the white OC
It's
plastered
pitch.
all over it.
Yeah, like he's pitching all, posted all on the play. I mean, people see it. I mean, because on
The black interim, the moment we lose, he's back posted all over. But like it's yeah. But I think that is truly the American way. They figured out that we take it. What we take in is what we become, and what we believe. That's the biggest one. If you put it under people, if you put it under the nose and under the eyes of people who are not awake and can't pick up on repetition and routine, you're awake enough to pick up on the repetition and routine. You spotted it. You said, what was it, 2 or 3 games that they won?
Yeah, 2 or 3. I think
2 or 3 games that they won. White OC. The moment they lose a game, black interim head coach. Why wasn't the black interim head coach pictured during
the wins?
Wins? Like, and when I say pictured, I mean plastered all over the place. Like,
it just, like I said, and besides that point, it just goes into, you know, like the Chauncey thing. Like, Chauncey did what he did, but he wasn't the leader. He wasn't the one that was organizing the fucking poker games. It was the mob. We have no pictures of the mob. We're not showing any of the current family members. Now, I get it. They have the power to come have you swimming with the fishes, but show them. Self-preservation.
we have to cut this out. We don't want no problems. We're just making an observation.
Nah, don't cut it out. Keep it on.
Okay.
I mean, keep it on. I mean, we're not saying anything that everybody doesn't know. And it's crazy because, like, there's a clip about Carmelo Anthony meeting with David Stern when David Stern was alive. May he rest. Yeah, God rest his soul, may he rest. And David Stern told Carmelo Anthony, like, I know what you're doing. I know who you're hanging out with. I know. Cut it out. It's going to be the streets or it's going to be the league. You choose. And Carmelo's like, I had to choose the league. Like, but I think now that I, like, when he said that, you know what I instantly thought in my mind? I said, it always bothered me that Carmelo Anthony went third and not second to Detroit. And I was like, I wonder if David Stern didn't sway Detroit to take Darko Milicic over Carmelo Anthony because Detroit has organized crime. And I'm not about to put him near that. I'm going to put him in Denver and the Rocky Mountains, where it's a little bit of isolation, where he can't mess this up. See, one thing we can say about David Stern more than Adam Silver, David Stern was on top of this ish. He said Michael Jordan to the shadow realm, played minor league baseball. Let's call it what it is. I'm no longer being nice. Let's just call it what it is, because now you got me potting. He said Michael Jordan to the shadow realm for gambling and playing poker. And hey, he was on top of things. He knew about things before they happened. Like, he was ahead of things. He wasn't reactionary. Adam Silver, he's too busy trying to play in season NBA tournaments, trying to get teams to Europe. I might care about that shit. We don't, man. We want games on NBC. You brought that back. We would like to somehow figure out a way to get TNT back. That's not here nor there. What good presentation. And we don't want the games to be fucking fixed. And we want y'all to actually try to play hard. Try to play hard other than the playoffs.
We want
Shit.
to be entertained.
Yes. And play hard. Because, God, rest his soul, Kobe Bryant brought it every night. Every night. You appreciated that. A boring motherfucker like Tim Duncan brought it every night. You appreciate that. I'll say Russell Westbrook. He bring it every night. He ain't my favorite player, but but I respect that. I respect his game because he's like, nah, man, I'm gonna fucking play hard. If I can fucking play, I'm playing hard. And yeah, we got rid of the super team. That super team era that kind of ruined the league for a little bit, in my humble opinion. Because I mean, the NBA at one point was arguably the most popular during Jordan height. It was probably the most popular sport. Now football's king. Yeah, yeah. Now football's king. But yeah, we just want to get back to the love of the game, man, and the integrity.
I would love some balance. I would love for basketball to be just as exciting as football.
I mean, because
Year round.
yeah, being used to watch NBA games and college games. The college thing is kind of hard to do because they do the one and done, so you can't really grow with the players in the program like you can in college football. That's gonna be kind of hard to recreate that magic. I kind of feel like they need to go back to you can come out of high school if you want, but if you go to college, you should stay 3 years. And the reason why I say that is because you can build with the program. It's kind of hard to get invested in college basketball when this dude's only there for 4 or 5 months, and you can't.
It's gotta be crazy. Like as a student athlete, like
Yeah.
what do you mean? I'm gonna go to school, maintain this average for a year.
School. for the audio people, air quotes. Go ahead. Motherfuckers ain't going to class. Yeah.
For a year and
School.
going off to the league. But I mean, how many outside? All right, so outside of LeBron, KG, those are the only two like superstars that really come to mind that came out of high school.
Kobe.
I forgot. He can't really marry Lower Marion.
Yeah, Kobe. I mean, but it just took him some. It just took him some time. Like they were like instant. KG and LeBron were instant. Dwight Howard maybe.
I forgot that Cole came from Lower Marion. I feel like such an idiot.
No, you get it took him some time. Like LeBron was kind of like he walked in triple double. KD, walked in. KG, my fault. I misspoke. But yeah, with Kobe, kind of took like maybe 2 years, maybe
Who was coaching there first when Kobe came? 'Cause he spoke about that coach and how he wouldn't give him minutes.
Hold
Hold
on. His name is Dale something. I can't think of his name.
Yeah. But I mean, like, we see what Kobe became, and my humble opinion, Kobe is 1A, 1B with Jordan.
Yeah, facts.
LeBron is not far behind. I think
Del Harris.
All right. Yeah, I think LeBron is probably the best all-around player that we've ever seen. But I mean, specific player, I think he's the best all-around. But I mean, like, it isn't tangible. It's like it isn't. It's out of this world. I mean, he didn't believe in a God, but he's somebody that you look at his God-given ability.
Sean Kemp also came from high school.
Okay.
I wanted to put that out there. I wanted to disrespect. Yeah. But you know, but y'all know how big I am on Seattle and how Seattle needs a team back. NBA make that happen. Seattle needs a team back. That's what I'm saying. They need their team back. But yeah, listen, it's been long. We had a long night last night. It's Sunday. I'm cooked. Oh,
very, very impromptu.
Yeah, very impromptu. But yeah, we cooked. Let me ask you. I know I'm cooked.
I'm tired, boss.
I had a couple parties last night. We had fun though. Like I needed that. You know, I'm on second shift now, so I needed to have fun. You know, it was good to see my friends and my family and just spend time with them and just laugh and hang out and just genuinely enjoy the company. I mean that. Like sometimes you take that for granted. Life is so short. I know multiple people who have passed away recently, and Yeah, I just try to spend as much time with your family and friends as you can, because
Tomorrow's not promised.
it's not promised at all.
This afternoon ain't promised.
This afternoon is not. Speak on it, and don't pass the offer and play around on Sunday. Don't get me started.
It's 3:11 right now. This evening supper.
Yeah, man.
Not promised.
But it has been fun to talk with y'all. We're gonna be back. I mean, we're really are focused on bringing y'all more content.
Yes, a lot more content.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna figure out a way, whether it's through ChatGPT or something else, to really line up our episodes in chronological order. We thank you. We thank everyone who has taken the time to listen to our podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
And it'll be way more consistent throughout the
rest of 2025 and going into 2026.
Yeah, days, weeks, months, and years ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? We're gonna have to start dropping our IG.
Okay. All right.
I'll drop my personal IG until we get the special podcast IG up. Because we want you guys to DM us topics that we want to follow. We want to hear it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah, man. Like you said, I'm burned. The energy wasn't as.
The energy was there for me.
I ain't gonna lie,
at the end, like now, I'm starting to get a little tired, but. Nah, I was podding earlier. I was
pop one of these upper deckies, one of these 200 milligram caffeine joints.
Yeah, I had to go get the caffeine because I was like, I'm running on fumes. But once I got in pod mode and actually started podding, I felt great. But yeah, man, we love y'all, and we will be back as soon as possible. Oh, and I talked to some of my friends that live out of town. They would like to come. They would like for us to come down and do a pod. You'll probably see us. Greene County. Greene County. Yeah, our Greene County friends. Yeah. Don't be surprised if you see us go on the road in the future. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we'll definitely be going on the road and maybe even out of state with it because I'll be on shutdown in a few weeks and at the end of the year, so I'll have a lot more free time, which I could be with Rashad maybe if he's on the road. I don't know. I don't know what his schedule's like right now, but yeah, the Pressure Podcast. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, there's all type of possibilities. Cigar Lounge. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking. I'm thinking global, not local. You know what I mean? You know, you got my eons running. But yeah. So yeah, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening. And this is a good topic. We can even segue this some more on the next pod. Like a lot of good topics. We love y'all.
Sorry, my baby came downstairs. But yeah, as always, do all things in love. We love you guys. Yeah. Never mind. I guess we're not finished.
Dodging snakes while I make it shake. It's not an option, ain't no eating off an empty plate. Steady pace, I gotta keep my lower self in line. You know the devil get to playing with an idle mind. I stay in line while I'm mastering the 7 seals. I'm weeding out the people who don't keep it real. I'm getting mine and getting ghosts like a poltergeist. Fight through the pain like a samurai. Yes, I'm the man, show you right.
Nowadays in this game, ain't nobody safe. If you ain't down for the team, stay in your place. In my day, we used to mask up to hit a safe. Now niggas gotta mask up to save face. Niggas on the internet, thugging from a safe space. Never did shit, but got a lot to say about the greats. Now I'ma stay far away and celebrate the rest of my days like holidays. I hear a beat, I'm just trying to put my pain on it. Shitting on the game, I'm just trying try and leave a stain on it. I miss my mama so much, I got pain, homie. Life was a parade until 2020 rained on it. No Lil Wayne, but the flow got flames on it. I ain't with a game, but my foes know I bang on them. Life is so fast, the shit won't last long. So much pressure on my mind, it's the same old song. I'm gone.
Dodge snakes while I make it shake. It's not an option, ain't no eating off an empty plate.